It is hotter than you already know. So I'm not even going to get into the extra details. We're going to go back in a day when they were sitting here talking about chrisean and the whole Tareen situation and what they were saying about Junior. Now, my thing is you got a whole lot of fans, a whole lot of her fans, rock tards, that's sitting here saying that she's a good mom. Now, I don't understand how you a good mom and you won't take your son to the doctor. I don't understand how you a good mom and you're not trying to see why your son is not eating, why your son is not standing, why your son is not running, why your son is not walking. Now, a good mother is going to sit there and take the extra steps and the extra initiative to check on their child and make sure their child was okay. But that's not chrisean. She's more worried about boxing. She was more worried about surfing, having her son in a hot-ass sun, letting some white lady give him a sand-infested bottle. Her poor son spend more time by himself than he spend with anybody. It's like she's keeping him sheltered around from the world, but the world see what she's doing. Now, look, I understand where you guys are coming from, and I know what you're saying about this lady that came out with this, but I'm trying to tell you my spirit believes her. I understand she's probably going through whatever she's going through and shit like that, but my spirit believes her. I believe that Junior is abused. I believe it because we see it. So it's nothing that she has not said that we did not see. The only difference is we been crying. This lady came out and cried and we cried more. We been crying. We're going to still be crying. This is ridiculous. And the fact that this girl is still walking around is terrible. But I'm going to go ahead and let you see Ronnie, baby. My boo-boo. And she got her information from Lola Lee and Sean David Wade. But we had this information before Sean David Wade started coming out. So this is just a recap because they keep on taking our pages down, guys. They keep taking our pages down because they know we speaking the truth. So they, you know what I mean? So they don't like it at the fact that we're trying to save Junior. They don't like the fact that we are advocates for Junior. They don't like that. And the fact that Sean Wave is trying to get an attorney to send that baby to a Malone, you shouldn't send that baby to nobody because everybody in that family knew that this baby had these imperfections. They known this baby had these imperfections since day one, and they never did nothing about it. Try to help her, try to mold her. Even when her mama was sitting here trying to tell Blueface everything, she was sitting here shutting her mama up. And on top of that, everybody know that Sean Malone, Lisa Malone, is her father and her stepmother. And they keep getting her out of trouble. So I don't understand why people keep on playing with us. But this is all for entertainment purposes only. And whatever and all that shit that she be sitting there saying is a lie. She's been lying to us since day one. And she's going to continue on lying to us. But I love you guys. Happy Saturday. And can't stop, won't stop. And we just going to go back in a day. We going to go back in a day. And we going to see what all these people had to say in the beginning. But nobody was believing them. We was believing them. We've been sitting here saying that it is popping off. But guess what? Now everything coming forth. She will get her justice. Karan will get his justice. And guess what? I feel like all the Malones has something to do with Ronnie demise. I feel like all of them should go to jail because they helped get him unalived. They set him up for unaliving. And you're not going to keep on putting us in a position where you think that we're supposed to believe a lie before we believe a truth. I don't believe lies because I ain't got time to lie. So you guys go ahead and look at these clip lists. Let me know what you think. And can't stop, won't stop until we get justice for Ronnie. Until we get justice for Junior. And get this baby some good help so he can be able to be. And the things that's going on with Junior, we've been saying this. We've been saying this. So now, what is the police going to do? What is CPS going to do? What is her probation officer going to do? Because apparently, Sean Malone and Lisa Malone got some heavy hitters out there in Baltimore. Heavy hitters, guys. So how can we get through these heavy hitters? How can we get through these heavy hitters? Because God already doing his job. So how can we So y'all go ahead and look at my Bookie. Do her shit and stuff like that. And we going to keep on doing our shit. And we going to keep on advocating for Junior. We not going to stop advocating for Junior until Junior gets some help. But y'all go ahead and look at these clips and y'all please let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to keep on crying until Junior is saved. I'm just being honest with you guys. We going to keep on crying until Junior is saved. And I love you guys and God bless.
That Tareen took the baby for a ransom, and then Tareen was down there at the CPS office clearing her name. Y'all remember all of that? Do y'all remember all the stuff with Bino when Bino was in the hotel room with chrisean and he said that they had to leave the hotel room and all of that because CPS showed up there? But I got that clip in here today. But I got the clip with Tareen down at the CPS office, and I got that little clip of Sean with the caller giving us the tea, giving us some clarity on that situation. So what we're going to do is get into that without further ado. You already know what to do. After we watch this video together, you'll leave me a comment down below, and you let me know your thoughts and opinions. But this is juicy. Ooh, you better hurry up.
We said take a village to raise a child, but what if the village is retarded? What you think it's going to produce?
No place like home. I still, as of today,
I seen a video, Sean talking about her side. Your side is not incredible. You're a liar, okay? You're a liar. And when I asked you to come get the baby, you didn't want to come get him. You chopped up my text message, try to act like I told you to come because I'm going to beat you up. I'm keeping the baby. That was never the case. My heart is not like that. Anybody that know me know that. That's not true. Okay. That's how you come. You like, I'm coming. You didn't come. Pull up, get your baby your own self. You even said it on your live, and that's why I let you keep talking, because you're going to always continue to tell on yourself. You paying people to come play with me, but you playing with the lunatics, so they coming on their nervous breakdown tip, doing what they doing. Okay. Then you play with the police talking about your motherly instincts kicked in. Your motherly instincts kicked in, right? And was like, don't leave without them. So you put the battery in the police bag and keep telling your baby's in danger. That's false. And you knew it was false. You knew you were wrong. But your motherly instincts kicked in. Why didn't your motherly instincts kick in day one when you gave birth? Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? You're like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there when I was wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your motherly instincts didn't kick in. They said we have to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Oh, all right. Where your motherly instincts was at then? Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did. You did that. So don't do that. And I encourage you. I keep asking you, leave me alone. But you want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Talking about my grandbaby, like... And you know what's crazy? We will never talk about chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. You are foul and disgusting. And how you playing? It's a no-go zone. It's a no-go zone over here. You know that. It's a no-go zone over here. But guess what? You raised all the red flags. You did your little dirt. Played with me, with the police, big time, and really tried to switch your little narratives up. We had a meeting with CPS. My reason for that is because I have to clear my name. I have to clear my position. Yes, I'm going to protect myself. You tell lies and you sell fake stories. I see what's going on. You don't mind. So, okay, why would I, after you didn't come get him, be like, okay, I'm just going to wait on chrisean's timing? No, it don't work like that, baby girl. It's me, big sis. But you played. You let your little emotions and the drugs rewire your little brain. And you did what you did. Now you think it's cool. It's not. You play with me, my household, posting my household. When was that ever a thing that's cool to play with? It was never a thing cool to play with. You did wrong. You did wrong. But it's like, okay, you want me to lay it out? I'll lay it out. But I'm gonna leave that for now. Don't keep playing with me. All my kids, y'all threatening my daughter, sending her messages. Who coming to see her today? Pull up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You start a bunch of unnecessary foul drama. You can't hold your word on nothing. You heard me. Can't hold your word on nothing. Only thing you held your word on was coming with the police, and you brought the whole police force. And yes, I'm not answering my door. And that was me, yes, sitting on the couch. I don't answer the door for the police. What are you talking about? Especially after they come at 2 something in the morning. Why would I answer the door? Why would I? You play games, and you thought you was going to play with me, but I made sure my name was canceled out with CPS and anybody, so you couldn't play with me with him. You did that, though. You did that. So now your karma, that's on you. But don't forget, every reaction come behind it. So be careful on the type of reactions that you want. You keep putting negativity out here, negativity going to chase you down. Negativity going to gun you down. It's going to catch up with you. I don't even have to do nothing. All of y'all stirring this little pot. You link up with all the lunatics in the family. Pay them to play with me. Oh, y'all going live, doing y'all little thing? Okay, one by one. You know, I'm a reader. I'm a reader. But I could really do you dirty. But you know what? I'm going to keep my little stuff in the tuck. I got it. For now. For now. So, don't think.
This is my girl, y'all. This is my girl. This is the inside of y'all. She calling. Hi, boo.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You see China girl. Confirming all your tea.
Well, I think I'm catching a little cold myself, but
I know. You're telling me.
I was calling back in to give more information.
Yes, let's go.
Firstly, I would say that they gave me the name the Family Insider. The person that is anonymous is not a family member.
Mm-hmm.
I did get some information from Chastity, but the real, in-depth stuff, it came from someone who was friends or cool or was around Chrisean and around the baby. Okay, so do you remember when Chrisean stated that her
Who was talking about me like a dog yesterday,
baby?
boo? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Do you remember when Chrisean said her sister kidnapped her baby and held him for ransom?
Yes, Tareen.
Yes. So that was a lie. That was a huge lie. What happened was Tareen had called Chrisean and said, hey, someone made a CPS call on me, and Monday we have to go see the worker. You need to come down here. So when Chrisean heard that she was going to go to CPS, Chrisean came down there. She lied to the police and had some people break into her sister's house. That's why her sister was at the CPS.
Wait, Chrisean had who break into? Chrisean had who break into the house?
The police. They broke her window and everything. So, she went to that's when she was going off about Chrisean having an STD when she had the baby and all those things. She was at the CPS office then. And she was upset because she got her own kids and her grandbaby. Like, why don't you just come down here and talk to them? Like, you need to talk to them. But after, she did that, I think she's pretty much done with Chrisean. She told not everything, but she told most of, the stuff. Miss Shelley Brown, that's her name, was the CPS worker. So Chrisean lied about that. Because she knew that if she would have met with CPS, they would have taken Junior.
Yeah.
She showed a picture of a car seat yesterday in the car. You could tell that she had just opened, one of the fans had sent that. You can tell she had just put it out the box, put it in the cart. It was just sitting in there. It wasn't even strapped down. That's the wrong car seat for Junior. Junior cannot sit in the car seat because he has good days where he's folded up and he's stiff. He's probably in pain where, he cries and he can't explain, what's wrong with him. Chrisean gets frustrated with him when he's like that. So when you see him in the playpen standing, leaning over, trying to hold himself up, Chrisean placed him like that.
Right.
The baby loves when people talk to him because people usually don't acknowledge him when they're around Chrisean. He just be in his stroller, stimming, rocking back and forth, just, doing stuff to soothe himself. So when Chrisean put out that video signing the contract for boxing, her manager, her name is Kim, Chrisean Jr., CJ, he kept trying to get her attention. She had her nose turned up at her, and it made me mad because why are you doing it? And it got to the point where she looked at him, but she looked at him real nasty, and she touched him, and then she turned around. And I said something to her about it. She blocked me. Like, I don't understand why people treat this baby like that, and it makes me mad. Chrisean does that to him. He had his feet on the table, just putting his feet up and down, up and down. That was his way of playing because you never see Junior playing with a toy. You never see it. So she came to the gym. What was he doing in the playpen? He ain't had nothing to play with at all. So you just sit there and you let him lay there on his back and he has to play by himself. That girl's stupid as hell.
Right. Hold on one second though. Hold on. Because I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I want to break some of this down. Okay. So the information, y'all, I call her the family insider, not family, an insider, right? Someone that has inside tea on what's going on with the family. Okay. And also another family insider, not family member, besides Chastity. That's why Chastity was mentioned, because Chastity has stated, that certain things to certain people, including the woman we're speaking with on the phone right now, Be More. She's from the area, all that good stuff, boots on the ground. Is when she calls him. This is the one who kept calling this and like boots on the ground, She knows what's tea, right? So with her information that she's come forward with, certain things has happened, like China coming forward, speaking on Chrisean. And then you have Chastity, which I was going to play a video of Chastity stating that CPS just called upon her again, right? So one thing that she was explaining when she first called in, when I first got the call from her, was that the situation with Tareen was looking after Chrisean Jr. I showed y'all the viral video, and I can show y'all again when Tareen was at CPS, mad at Chrisean, because of Chrisean out talking about her kids and her grandchild, right? So before that happened, Chrisean called the police on Tareen and lied to the police and told the police that Tareen had kidnapped Chrisean Jr. and would not give him back. So that's what caused the police to break into Tareen's home and get Chrisean Jr. out of there and give Chrisean Jr. back to Chrisean. Now, the reason that was happening is because CPS was called on Chrisean Jr. So since Tareen had Chrisean Jr. in her care, all of the minors in her house now are now under investigation because the investigations go by household, pretty much like address. So any child that lives inside of there is now pretty much going to be under investigation too. So Tareen wanted to meet with the child protection worker, because she didn't want nothing to happen to her kids or happen to her grandchild, what happened to Chrisean Jr. in technically her custody, right? So then Tareen is telling Chrisean, Chrisean Jr. is going to stay here and you should come here too and meet the child support worker. Chrisean knew that child protection was not going to have a conversation with her because they had already took Junior before. So she knew child protection was going to come and take Junior. So in order for that not to happen, Chrisean allegedly called the police, which she did because Chrisean was outside live at Tareen's house with the police there and whatnot, saying that Tareen would not give the child back, okay, so that the police could get Chrisean Jr. out of the house before CPS got there. See? So then the police gave Chrisean Jr. by breaking into Tareen's house and getting Chrisean Jr. out of there, giving him to Chrisean, and Chrisean takes off with him. So that's what she was explaining, is that all of that was basically a hoax, what Chrisean did to Tareen, so that she can get Chrisean Jr. back, because Chrisean was avoiding CPS. She did not want to deal with them. She did not want to do the meeting. She did not want to talk to them. She wanted to take her son and go. So that's what she did. She made a fraudulent complaint to the police about her child being kidnapped by her own sister. Okay, this is why Tareen to this day pretty much don't deal with Chrisean. Like it's very dicey between the two of them because of everything Chrisean started. Because technically Tareen still had to deal with CPS because of Chrisean. So that's why she was in the CPS department where she was in the office of CPS, mad at Chrisean, going in on Chrisean because she came over there and lied and had them take the baby out the house and whatnot. And now she's stuck over there with the CPS case, So that's what she was explaining in the beginning of the call for the people that didn't understand. When I told y'all that we were going to be getting into Tareen, that's what we were going to get into, is that because Tareen didn't want Chrisean Jr. to leave. She wanted him to stay there because Tareen I don't have nothing to hide. Just come meet the people, girl. Like, just get it over with. Like, it's girl, it ain't that big a deal. But Chrisean knew, yeah, it is a big deal. It actually is a big deal. And they're going to take the baby. Like, they're not just going to have a conversation with me. They're going to take my son. So give me my son, So that's where that whole situation came in and whatnot. So, but yeah, let's keep going. She also stated that Chrisean posted the picture of Chrisean Jr.'s car seat, that it's the wrong car seat. It's not the type of car seat that Chrisean Jr. should be in due to his diagnoses of, the cerebral palsy and, the neonatal and, whatnot. There is a lot of stiffness, like in the bones and in the muscles that comes with those complications of having those syndromes. So she's stating that the car seat that she does have back there for him is not the kind of car seat a child like him with special needs and like how his bone structure, spinal cord and all that set up. He does not need a car seat like that. It's still the wrong, spasticity, absolutely. It's still the wrong car seat, is what she is displaying, okay? So to catch y'all up. So for a lot of people that's kind of just like, oh, okay, well, what's going on? Because we just pretty much like picking up where we left off. Like her and I, because this is my girl. So, we just pretty much picking up where we left off. So I want y'all to be in alignment with where we are so you don't feel confused. As we speak in immigrant. So back to you. You want to keep going. I'm sorry, you were talking about Kim. You were saying how Kim, the manager, kind of looked at Chrisean Jr. in disgust in the viral kind of video that Chrisean put up about her signing the boxing contract.
Yes. And I said something to her about it because I really hate the way that Junior is treated and looked at. Like every vlog, every stream, anything that, she goes. I remember she was at, what's his name, the little short guy. Anyway, she was on stream. She walked in and she was looking for a place to put that stroller so she could leave him in the room. And it made me so mad because why are you doing it? Like if you got a kid that with special needs, he's sick, you keep having him out. And the thing is, if anything happens to Junior, baby, you going to jail for neglect. You are going to jail for medical neglect. I also saw the picture, not the picture, but the video of you at Sean Malone's house talking about how you protect him. He can't protect you from everything, baby girl.
We said take a village to raise a child, but what if the village is retarded? Would you
listen to the name? Is there any Malone who is capable of taking care of Junior based off their history and their records? I'm just saying, in their CPS cases. I'm just saying, because those women had CPS in their lives. Now, I don't know about Tasiki. I don't think she had any CPS cases in her life, but some things happened to her baby, according to Chrisean. But anyway, we're going to say that for another video. But I need for you all to hit this like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell so each and every time we drop a video or go live, you can be in the building. And once again, $, Brandon loves keto. Now let's listen to Sean. Sean, take it away.
we said take a village to raise a child, but what if the village is retarded? What you think it's going to produce?
No place like home.
may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. At the end of the call, we would appreciate you staying on the line to take a one-question survey.
I'm not going to do any of that, but thanks, guys.
Please hold for the next available agent. As a reminder, calls may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance. Hello, thank you for calling Legal Shield and ID Shield. My name is Sophia. Do you have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, my name is Sean. Is Oscar C available?
Yes, let me see if I can transfer you. One moment, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for waiting. It sounds like he's on lunch at this moment, but he's gonna be here like in 20 minutes. I don't know if it works, but I can
20 minutes? How long is his lunch?
It's 1 hour lunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be here in 20 minutes. What I can do is provide him with your information and he can reach you back when he's back, or I don't know if I can help you.
Yeah, if you can just tell him that Sean called. I just spoke to him earlier today. So, and we've been working together, so he has all the information. You can just let him know that Sean called.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be providing him with your information. I don't know if you have any questions or if I can help you in something else.
Well, okay. Well, as a formal question, I could ask you. I'm sure you have the same information. So I've been working with Oscar, and he is setting up a monthly plan for me to pay for with getting an attorney through your agency to help someone that I know that is trying to get custody of a child that needs health services in other emergency situations with them. But anyways, more so of a custody issue that the family's having, and we were going to enlist your services to help the family with the lawyers with your agency that you have to help defend in a family court case and getting custody removed from one family member and given to another. Yes.
Okay, yeah, we are able to help you with this type of cases. You know, we're going to be providing you with an attorney who is specialized in family law. It will depend on what they review with the attorney, you know, and what will be the best course of action in all these situations.
Yes. Oh, also, and your company also offers a legal shield for identity. So like if, say, the person that we are trying to get the custody removed from and switch to another family member, your identity protection protects it so that the person can retaliate against the relative, correct?
Yes, we also offer identity protection.
Okay.
You know, if there's any suspicious activity, we're going to be sending you notifications or alerts. And the good thing is that you're going to be working with private investigators that are able to, you know, restore your identity, or in this case, inform you if there is something fall under their name in court, public records, collections. We'll say, just for example, it could be also an eviction or anything else.
All right. Thank you so much for answering those questions. And if you could have Oscar call me back, that would be great. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, sir. And you're going to be receiving a one-question survey at the end. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. I also have in my email, because I will pay for it. Like I said, I will pay for it. And it's monthly. The Malone family, I'll take care of it. You have my word. I just said it out loud. Like, I will take care of it. I already am. All I need is one of you guys. Yeah, let me go to my email, because we already have everything worked out with the lawyer plan and also the identity protection on y'all, just in case Chrisean try to respond by trying to call child protection on y'all, or, you know, do anything to y'all in a legal matter, they will protect you. And they also have private investigators that will keep tabs on her to make sure that she doesn't like leave the state with or leave the country with the child. They'll keep tabs to make sure that they'll stay up on her so that when it is time to go to court, or if they had to get a governor's warrant to get the child from her, they're willing to help y'all with all of that. Okay? They're willing to help you with it all. All right? And I'm willing to help out too. 100%. Okay? So here we go. Here where is... Oh, I think he said something. Shine everywhere. Isn't it that one? Because he sent me the packet that tells me all of the stuff that they are sending and everything that I will be paying for. That's what I wanted to show y'all. The packet, but I can find that later. So again, all I need is a family member. That's it. All I need is someone to come forward and say that they are willing, and we can go. We can go to court, and we can get Chrisean Jr., we can get custody for y'all, the family, or either Tareen or, whoever, and then Chrisean will still be able to see her son. She would still be able to see him. She would still be able to see her kid. It don't have to be like monstrous to where he goes to the state. This is why I wasn't calling CPS, because I would rather him be enhanced to where we could still be able to like check on him, in the future, if the family needed anything, or if he needed any help, or any help with like a medical cost or stuff like that. Like we could raise money, and stuff like that too. I'm all for it. It doesn't have to be rip him away from her and throw him into the state's care, make him a ward of the state. No, that's why I didn't call CPS. I'm not discouraging anyone that is. I'm not doing that. I'm not telling people not to. If you feel the need to call CPS, as mandated reporters, if you are reporting something and it is the truth, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. Who am I to tell you anything different? So again, calling out to all Malone family members. Do y'all want to save Junior? Do you all want to make sure that he is okay? Y'all know y'all sister is incapable. Y'all know it. Tareen, you said out of your own mouth that the mother instinct just never kicked in. Okay, it still hasn't. I understand it can be a huge responsibility, but you truly do have a village. You do. We will help. We will. We might help a Chrisean. She don't want our help. She thinks she know everything. She said her son fine. She said her son is fine.
Hi, this is sorry, you couldn't get me because some type of whatever happened to my phone during the update. So if the number isn't saved, it goes directly to voicemail. Anyway, before I get into the tea, there are two things that I would like to discuss. First, yesterday, Chrisean Jr. did not stand on his own. In fact, she did stand him up.
Oh, she did.
If you look at how far apart his legs are, it's impossible, even for a person like you and I who can walk, to stand up like that. We can't do it. Chrisean Jr. didn't stand up on his own. And the next thing that I do want to, and I mean this in the most respectful way, why in the world would you pay to get an attorney to help these people who have been masking the stuff that's been going on with Junior behind the scenes for the past 2 years and 4 months? It's not safe for them to have him at all. Nobody. It's not safe. And you'll find out why. I did take notes while you were live, but I am also going to read the messages. So I have spoken with one of her sisters, which she blocked me after she gave me all the information that she gave me. And then I spoke to someone else who wanted to remain anonymous because they are still in and out of Chrisean's life. So I'm going to start with birth. Ronnie did lie about being there for the birth. He was not there for the birth. However, Chrisean did allow Ronnie to see Junior. And the very first time he saw him in person, Ronnie knew that Junior was his son. Chrisean never opposed to it. She never denied it until Ronnie started to talk too much, make too much social media noise, and started to get the public attention because it messes up her bag if Junior doesn't belong to Blueface. Carlissa has also come out. She talks in parables. I don't know if y'all paid attention to that, but she said that they're under NDA. That's why they can't say that Junior isn't his anymore like he did prior to going to jail. He would say it's scientifically proven that Junior wasn't his because Junior isn't his. Mm-hmm. Next thing I'm going to talk about is her sister saying that Chrisean hits Junior. She started hitting him when he was around 3 months old. The first time it happened, it was because while on live, he was crying and the comments started talking about how he found it. She got upset and she took her anger out on Junior. No. Until this day, no. She still hits him.
No.
Mm-hmm. Not only does she abuse him, she abused Luella. She abused Luella as well. Chastity told me that Luella is afraid of Chrisean now. So these people have been knowing these things and knowing that Chrisean beats this baby who is nonverbal, non-ambulatory, because she's upset with what the comments and things are saying. She takes it out on him, and then she calls them to get prayer and say, I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why I keep doing this. I don't want to do this. Now, let me go to what the person inboxed me, DM me. Let me find it. This person wrote me and said, hey, thanks for engaging with me in the comments. I've tried speaking with larger creators, but they don't respond. I'm so happy that someone cares so much for baby Chrisean. I know a lot of information that are facts, in all caps, about him. I will tell you everything. Just block out my name. I don't like mess, don't want to be in mess. I still would like to be involved in Junior's life while watching him get help. I responded, hi, I do care about Junior's well-being. May I ask what facts do you know about Junior? This is when it gets crazy. This person said, I know exactly what's wrong with Junior and why she's so embarrassed and protective about it. Junior has severe cerebral palsy and fetal alcohol syndrome. This is why his voice is so high-pitched. The internet likes to say that he has cry-do-chat, but he doesn't. It's cerebral palsy and fetal alcohol syndrome. He has poor laryngeal, I guess that's how you pronounce it, control. And the reason he always seems congested, this broke my heart, y'all. The reason he always seems congested is because the things he consumes goes into his lungs instead of his stomach. Mm. This is why he can't eat solid. This is also why he's struggling to gain weight. Junior weighs about 18 pounds. That is and was the part the doctor tried stressing to her. He was supposed to have been coming back to see a specialist and to get CAT scans, but she told the family he wouldn't see another doctor until God healed him because they don't have the last say-so. The airway issue is the largest cause of death in children with cerebral palsy and fetal alcohol syndrome. Did drugs and alcohol cause cerebral palsy? Yes and no. It's yes because alcohol is what causes his brain injuries. And no because there's a chance he could have had it either way, but drinking 100% intensified all that we're seeing with Junior now, which is why he is regressing. Also, his voice is high-pitched due to his vocal cords not having the ability to completely close. Oh. And I wrote back, I said, oh no, this makes me so mad. Can he live a normal life if she gets him help, like walking, talking, eating, reading, and attending school and stuff? And she said, yes, but probably not as it would have been because she's waited so late to get early intervention, which is so important. He may not be able to walk unassisted, but with time and dedication, he will definitely be able to do most things that people without disabilities do. And I said, all we have to help the poor kid. And I told her which sister I talked to, and she said some of the same things. I said I talked to Chrisean's sister Chastity too, and she said some of the same things you have said. How do I know you are a trustworthy source, and how do I know that I could trust you? Do you mind if I post these? She said, well, she has the money to sue if she's rich, right? If I'm lying, she can do anything. You could post my identity if it comes out that I'm lying, but I'm not lying. The medical records that leaked are real too. You can post it, but keep me anonymous, please, because I don't want any issues. I just want to see baby Chrisean loved correctly. And then I was blocked. Those people don't need that baby because they've been aware of all of this. They've been aware that this child having all of these issues have been being abused. Even Chastity stated that he needed his diaper change when she was there, and Chrisean kept telling her he didn't need his diaper change. He has skin breakdown, which is why she be flipping up on live saying, oh, he bled through his diaper. He's bleeding because of the rash. Let me see. I think I skipped over DM. Hold on. Let me find it.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Okay. Junior did have the surgery for the hernia because a lot of people think because Tessa said that, not Tessa, Tareen said that the hernia wasn't addressed. The hernia was addressed. This person said what wasn't addressed or what hasn't been addressed as of yet is his genitalia is still ascended. His little, I don't want to be graphic, but his testicles are still ascended. They have not descended. She was supposed to come back and get these things fixed.
Absolutely,
that
yes.
causes pain within him. Not only does that cause pain, I looked it up. If she doesn't get that fixed, he'll need a catheter for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Those people do not need to get Junior. There is something else. I don't want to say it on live because I do feel like they all watch this. They all watch this.
Yeah.
And I don't want my left hand knowing what my right hand is doing.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get ahead. And this he's going on 3. When he gets school age, then what?
Yeah.
His body.
No, I have your number and I have you programmed and I'm gonna call you. So I'm gonna try to call you sometime tonight so we can speak about those things privately. But you can keep talking about whatever you want to talk about publicly. So anything you want to talk about in private, you and I, we can talk about that in private. But you can keep going with whatever you want to speak about publicly.
Yes. My baby has the same 5-in-1 stroller set. Right? So the thing that she uses for the car seat, it is a bassinet, but it turns into something of an umbrella stroller, but it's not for big kids. My baby is 8 months old, and I've had to upgrade his entire car seat and stroller set. He's now in the umbrella stroller that sits him straight up. He's trying to pull up. He's taking steps. He's doing all these things. Not only that, my 8-month-old is 30 pounds. So to hear that Junior is only 18 pounds. And what really makes me upset about that is that the camera adds weight. Mm-hmm. So what we're seeing is actually worse than what it is. Mm-hmm. And the fact that his eyes are sunken in and he has like a reddish undertone around his eyes, that baby is malnutrient. He's vitamin deficient. So now I know in that car he probably does have a cold. He probably does have a flu. But this isn't the reason why he's been rattling in his chest ever since he had him. If you go back and you look at even infant videos of him laying on her chest, it always sounds like he's congested. And now I know it's because everything that he consumes, instead of it going to his stomach, is going to his lungs. This baby can drown himself.
Yeah.
He can drown himself. That's why the last video that she posted at some type of dinner with everybody, You could see her holding the bottom of his pen, trying to feed him food at a table, and this poor baby is trying to push her hands out the way because he knows it's going to make him sick. He knows that.
Yeah.
And you got all of her family that was sitting at that table, all of her family that when she was on top kept it quiet because she gave them hush money. Now y'all want to come out and talk about it now that she ain't got nothing no more? And her fans running around here talking about leave her alone. She's doing the best she can. Do you know that the best she can is getting him help? Even if she ain't the one to do it.
Yeah.
If you want to have your baby off the internet and let him heal and prosper in peace, do that. But don't sit up there and gaslight us and tell us nothing is wrong with him. And then you turn around and you stage his stuff and try to make us seem like we're crazy when it's clear that Junior has issues. I don't like that. And the girl not going to fight in April. She's not. There's no way. They can't even find the component that can't fight. They're looking for someone that they know is going to be an easy win. If you go back to that boxing gym and you see where they gave her that belt, the girl that could actually box, I commented under it. And I said, please let her fight Chrisean and beat her up for Junior. She said, I don't even want the belt no more. That's the only reason I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So why y'all can't get her against somebody that could actually fight? You guys are trying to make something that has been a thing again, and Chrisean will never be a thing again. She'll never be a thing again because the whole world sees what she has done and what she continues to do to this baby. Yeah, they said that Alexis Guy did her little thing while she was pregnant, but guess what? It changed her once she laid eyes on her baby because she is at every appointment. She is at every surgery. That little girl is thriving. She get on freaking Instagram Live and tell all her business. You wouldn't even think nothing is wrong with her. That's all Junior needs or needed was tender love, care, time, and attention. And you cannot stop chasing fame enough and living in this false reality and this lie to get this baby help. And that's the part that's making me mad because this baby can't talk to tell nobody, Mama, this hurts. As a mother, you know, when my 8-month-old starts crying, I know the differences in his cry. I know when something hurts. I know when he's just crying just to cry. But either way, he's a baby. And I know how to console him. And I know how to comfort him. I do.
Yeah. Chrisean doesn't even know how to console Junior.
Paramedics on yourself.
We say take a village.
That's how we're going to play it, okay? But like I said, my personal opinion is I absolutely believe her. I would not be replaying this if I didn't, okay? Also, I want to let you know that I did reach out to a few people because this needs to be blasted, all right? So you guys know who you are. You guys know in the chat who you guys told me to reach out to. You know the people that she mentioned, so you can put 2 and 2 together because I don't want to put nobody out on blast. Maybe they don't want their name out there. You know, I'm a different breed, but, you know, I still got to, you know, read the room. All right. So I just want to let you know all of that is in motion. Oh. All right, you guys, I'm sorry, but I will be back and forth with you guys because I do have class today, but I'm going to continue. I just wanted to stop in and tell you guys I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys, please get the word out there. I don't care about anything but Junior. I don't care about anything but getting this information out for Junior, okay? So that Junior can get the help that he needs. If you find it in your heart that you believe what is the words that are coming out of her mouth, please get the word out. If you guys want to wait until I get confirmation and I get receipts.
Good morning, everyone.
I totally understand that. To funnel it in, and then we'll get started. But like I said, y'all, I'm right here. I'll be in the chat and let's continue, okay?
And I've done that before with water, you know what I'm saying? Like but this is not that. It's thick, like, and it can't be anything that's thick, even liquid. He cannot he cannot swallow it. Y'all, I'm trying to do the best I can, guys. I'm just not trying to be emotional. She slowly, I pray, Chrisean goes to jail.
Putting the video up. Yeah, I was just putting different comments up. Because you have definitely shared more than enough. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You have given us an insight into what we already knew. You are definitely an angel for even speaking up and speaking out. I feel like, I mean, I don't mean to be bleak, but for the most part, these people are allowing her to do it. Not many people that have probably spoken up. So I truly want to thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll send you all the information. I'll send you the advocacy stuff. I'm not going to say it on here because we work with troubled teens and battered women.
Right.
But I'm going to send you. I know that I like your integrity. I know I could have made money and all that. Y'all, I don't want that. There's not a dollar nobody can pay me, offer me for information or nothing. I want somebody with integrity to have a platform to just help him. And I'm letting you know right now, that white man, Sean, her dad, he be behind the scenes all the time. Him and Lisa be there all the time. I don't know why they don't get on the camera no more with her. It's like they're trying to. I noticed that ever since Ronnie passed, they like try to distance themselves from her, like like trying to make it as if they don't even know her. But I'm telling y'all right now, I've seen the police and CPS show up and not they did have intentions on going inside. I'm not gonna lie, they didn't let them go inside. However, I seen them be more aggressive about why are you calling? Why is it, like. It's not.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car?
It's not normal. It's not normal. And I'm familiar with the system, and I have to work close with certain people and certain agencies to get that many calls, y'all. That many calls, 10,000 calls. And it's not even an open investigation. That means that they at least go look and do a wellness check, and they ask you to take the child's diaper off. They go over just visually, and then if they feel like that is okay, then they close the case and they leave. But to not even do that,
right?
I'm telling y'all up against something that y'all don't even know. It's demonic, it's deep, and I don't even know. I don't even know. And yes, she does have informant status in Oklahoma. In the court. Let me see what else. I'm just trying to think of the major stuff because I could send you everything.
Right.
It is just. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell y'all too. So everything that I'm telling y'all, this is not nothing that Carlissa does not know. Oh, and I'm gonna send you stuff that's gonna knock your whole mouth off because I don't know why she got all them thousands of layers and filters on him. He don't look like that.
He don't?
He's a beautiful, phenomenal, innocent, nonverbal, special needs child. I don't know why and that's how I tell everybody, that's how y'all know he does have disabilities. And y'all also know that she's the reason that caused them. Because people say, well, how do you know if it's not genetic? She got a million gazillion siblings, a quadrillion nieces and nephews, 5,900. She got two daddies, two different races with the same name on either side of all the daddies. All the baby daddies, all the mamas, all the godmamas, ain't nobody got a genetic, physical deformity, birth defect, special needs that you can that's physically manifested. Now we know that the mental elevators all start shaking after the first flow. Right. I'm talking about physical impairments, special needs. She got a million relatives. Not one of them shares any type of physical manifestations of special needs. Not one, not the ones that come out, not the ones addictions, not the ones, None of them.
I placed my hand into a pond of snakes. Their bodies shifted beneath the water as they coiled my hand. A sharp pain tore through my arm, but I stayed still. Only a handful of students ever volunteer for this trial. When the snakes withdraw, the water reveals your beast's power. But some never leave the pond alive. This time, the snakes withdrew.
So y'all know that she understands that she caused this, and that's why she distanced herself from the disabilities, because if it was genetic, she would own up to it, she would admit to it, and it would be it probably would be a different outcome. But because she know that she caused these impairments, that's exactly why she distanced herself. And what I want to tell y'all is Carlissa knows everything that I know, and not from me. Carlissa knows firsthand herself. She done changed his diaper. She done fed him. She done tried to put cereal in his milk and everything. Carlissa knows everything that I know. And if that was Carlissa's grandchild, do y'all think that that baby would be across state lines and getting no medical intervention?
Right.
No, it just wouldn't happen. It would not happen. Y'all know that nobody can't even raise their voice at Journey Pie, at Pink Face, when she cussing. She cussing and nobody better not touch. You seen the way that Chrisean grabbed that baby's glass and was reaching for them glass, and Carlissa lost it.
Yeah.
So if that was just touching the glasses, Carlissa said, I heard she be doing witchcraft and that. So you mean to tell me that based off of a rumor that Carlissa heard, Chrisean cannot touch or access her grandchildren? But you mean to tell me she's gonna allow that baby mama to run off into the sunset with her grandson that has all of these special needs? It would have never happened. And Blueface is whatever, a mess, whatever y'all want to say, or whatever he is. But one thing he is he's never denied any of his biological children. And he has always been financially and emotionally supportive. He do things that I don't agree with. He's dealing with his own mess, but he ain't never denied them other kids.
Right.
You're right. Carlissa ain't. You're absolutely right. I do agree that she has her issues that she's dealing with and all of that. But I'm telling you, Carlissa does not care because she's not biologically tied to that.
Right. And
she's not biologically tied to him.
We knew that. I knew that Blueface, I knew it. Now, I think that he was just holding on to that for some type of clout. I think he had a disclosure because remember, he said out loud that he got paid $100K on that interview.
To say that that was his, to say that that was his child. And then shortly afterwards, he started saying that that wasn't his son. It's all kind of things that I've done.
Hi, my name is Lydia Alvarez.
I've discerned spiritually, and we know behind the scenes and stuff like that, even down with his brother Dre and all of that. The best thing I could do for them is just prayer. But at the end of the day, I feel like when I was fasting and praying, and I had did my prayer group, and I'm gonna have some other people talk to you and send you stuff too. They just want to be left anonymous.
Right.
But they can commemorate everything that I'm telling you. We done did prayer groups. We've had a fast and a pray for 3 days. That third day, I was starting to get discouraged. And that's when Blueface posted online that he could no longer go on with the guilt and that that's by Ronnie's biological child. And I was just screaming. I was like, well, that's somewhere to start. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not here I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm not here to influence anybody. I didn't really want my face to really be shown like that, but it is what it is. I'm going to come boldly before the Lord because the devil is a lie.
Right.
The only thing I want everybody to take away from this is that Junior does need help. He does need to be saved. And I just want to encourage you because I don't want y'all to ever get up or get discouraged and y'all hurt seeing this and everything, because we hurt looking at it. Imagine how Junior feels trapped inside of himself with no voice. We the only voice he got. He trapped inside of himself because his mother attacked him inside of her womb. Her womb wasn't even a safe place for herself. She allowed every man to have access to her womb. And I said, ain't no way in the world. She's a SA survivor, and she allows different men inside of her womb, inside of her bed, inside of the hotel, sleeping next to her child, all of this, all that stuff with Taseki. I don't know what her motivation was, but I don't believe that Taseki did that to her, because the way she moves, like either you on one side of the spectrum where you all the way just gone and off the Richters, or you on the other side of the spectrum where you're overprotective. How are you playing this role where you're aware that you're supposed to be saved and you're supposed to serve and you're supposed to be a protector? That's the role she plays. It's a performative role. But
big sale on Shine, big discounts. You can get one. This item is hot sale now. 1,000 plus sold. What are you waiting for? Download shop on Shine.
If you've been in a car accident recently, there are 3 mistakes people make that can cost them tens of thousands of dollars. My friend almost made all 3. Click the link below so you don't become mistake number 4, or stay with me for 60 seconds.
Mistake 1, Googling attorneys after an accident. You spend hours scrolling websites, calling offices, getting put on hold, leaving voicemails. When someone finally calls back, you still have no idea if they're any good or if they just have the biggest ad budget.
Mistake 2, calling your insurance company first. I know it feels like the right move, but it's not.
The second you call, their clock starts. They're figuring out the absolute minimum they can offer you before you know any better.
My friend got a call 4 days after her accident. They offered her $7,000. She almost said yes.
Case was actually worth $100,000. She almost gave away $983 grand because she didn't know mistake 3. Mistake 3, waiting too long. There is a real...
Then you allow drugs and alcohol and everything inside your womb, spiritual soul ties, and then she let these men sleep in the bed with these babies, and we know that because they always coming out exposing her or holding the baby. The first boy, Figgy, had him on his lap in the boat. Then the next boy had him here. Then this boy, Bino, done had them all in the hotels and here and there and everywhere. And then 3-3 or whatever. I mean, like, how are you a survivor? And she talking about she don't want him around Blue because it's her job to protect him. She's not protecting him from Blue, because how are you protecting him from Blue, but you wasn't even protecting him inside your womb? She's protecting herself, because one thing Blue ain't afraid to do is to get online and expose it, even if it make him look like
right.
Blue is Blue is the type of person that he'll take 3 licks, 10 licks to the face, long as he can get 1 lick in. And he's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah. Somebody is asking, is Junior blind?
I feel like he is, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all can tell. Anytime she say give her a kiss, if she not humming, is he able to follow?
No.
She say, give me a kiss, and then she goes like this. Pay attention, y'all. She say, he's able to feel vibrations and stuff. And when you lose one sense, your body overcompensates in other areas. Y'all don't notice that when she doing all of this stuff and everything else to him, the reason why she does that, y'all keep saying she's trying to straighten his eyes.
Right.
She's doing that because if the filter is not lined up, you know, when you do those filters and you got to have your eyes open in order for it to overlay on your face, like the glasses and stuff, you get the blinking and moving your eyes, the filter will shift. She's doing that for the filters. She does not want y'all to know his real life appearance.
Oh.
Y'all keep thinking and then so if he starts going and looking and doing this and doing all of that or whatever, when she does that, that's because the filter is about to start shifting. She knows what she's doing. It's kind of like the magic trick where you got to tell everybody to look over here while you tricking them over there.
Right.
Tackle pet messes with Nature's Miracle stain and odor remover products.
Unlike formulas that only target odors, our
Right.
If I get all y'all's attention over here, y'all can't see that I didn't pull the quarter from behind my ear. Y'all see I really pulled it out my pocket.
Oh my God. I would have never. It's just all so horrible. And we all knew that something is wrong. We've been saying this and shouting this from the rooftop for years. Now, I didn't know when he was first born, because all of this wasn't out. All of this information that leaked out was not out when, he was 1, 2, 3 months old. And I had just started, because before, when I used to cover Chrisean, I was highlighting her.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was big upping her. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for her. Her being a young woman, I was trauma bonding with her. So I cannot say just from off top that I knew, because I didn't. It took people.
I knew, but I think it was more because of my discernment and everything. I think it was more because of my discernment and everything. And then it was a gift that I be saying it's a gift. My grandmother says that when you are exposed to your innocent being taken by a certain type of spirit or a certain type of character, a certain type of person, your body automatically can pinpoint or tell when that type of spirit, demonic, whatever, that type of character you're in its presence.
Right.
So I literally can look at a man and I could tell when he's bisexual, if he's this, he's down low. I could tell if he's a predator. I can tell. I'm able to I can look and I can tell. My cousins will show me a picture. God has always given me dreams. Every dream that I've ever had, far as God revealing something to me, it's always come to pass. I'll share more about that with y'all at a later time. That's gonna blow your mind too. But yeah, like all of my dreams have always shown me, warned me, or it was either to warn me, to show me something, or for me to intervene, and pray and interrupt the assignment. But I just always knew, and even when I'm trying to